I was in the Eastern Cape yesterday. I witnessed entire shopping centers without a single colored working in it. It's as concerning to me as what's happening in the East DRC. But on to the question, President. In September of 2024, was the head of the Israeli Mossad, Mr. David Barnea, in this country? Is there record of his visit? And did you meet with him? This country has taken a firm stance on Israel. Did you go against the national conscience? Thank you.
The Honourable President.
In fostering peace in all conflicts around the world, we as South Africa have said that we will be willing to engage with those who are interested in ensuring that there's peace, even at times when they may seem not to be interested. We as a peacemaking country, and we've been involved in various initiatives of peacemaking, even in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, we have said repeatedly that we are as a country willing and able to contribute to peacemaking, and we are also on record as having said that even to government leaders in that country, as well as to Palestinian leaders. And in fact, Palestinian leaders have even said, you as South Africa, you have a great lesson to teach the world, because you have been able to find ways of resolving what a variety of actors, even in conflict situations. We do extend our message, and our message is very clear and simple. Peace can be fostered through negotiations. Peace can be found when people of different views get together to negotiate, to find a solution. And in this role, we've never been one-sided. We've always been on the side of our values, our principles, and we've always stuck to that. In a number of cases, there's been great success. In a number of others, there's been slowness in getting to that situation. Soon, we will be upping our own participation and involvement in helping to resolve or participate or contribute rather, best to say contribute, to the conflict that is taking place far away from our land in Ukraine and Russia. We will be continuing our engagement in that, and that engagement has continued both through our envoys and through channels that have been established and channels that continue to work more effectively when they are not in the public glare, but all the time seeking to act in accordance with our principles, with the value system that we have embraced as a country. So, as South Africa, we will always be ready to foster peace, to talk to people who may be at different ends of the pole, trying to bring them together to ensure that there's a peace process. Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. President. Question number 5 has been asked by the Honourable J.S. Malema. The question is about whether the President's call to Elon Musk, an unelected businessman, was used as a diplomatic channel, and if so, what role did the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation play in arranging the meeting and the subsequent call? The Honourable President.
A very simple and straightforward answer to that. Yes, I have spoken to Mr. Elon Musk. Yes, the Minister of International Relations has either been in occasions when I have met with Mr. Elon Musk, if you want to know, we together with Minister of Trade and Industry and Minister of International Relations and Cooperation met with Mr. Elon Musk when I went to the United Nations General Assembly last year. He came to my hotel room and we had a discussion, and the discussion revolved around his would-be investments. So did I speak to him? Yes, recently the answer is yes. And this we do because we continue to engage with a variety of people through diplomatic channels, as well as we engage with them through various constituencies in countries that we have relations with. And as I've indicated through this conversation that I had, we were able to have a discussion on what was a mischaracterization of what was being said about our country. And he being a person who is quite, I would say, influential, whether one likes it or not, as we interact with various people, business, academic, research, or otherwise, we do interact with people who we believe are able to discuss issues with some people in very official categories. So we do talk to non-state actors as well as state actors. And we will continue to engage with people both inside and outside of South Africa to promote our country and to promote the interests of our country. There's just nothing sinister about the various discussions that we hold with a variety of people. Even on an ongoing basis, when people make contact with us, yes, we talk to them. But we always make sure that our foreign policy positions are advanced and they are not undermined or diluted. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
The first supplementary question will be asked by the Honourable Malema.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Mr. President, I don't know wittingly or unwittingly, when you were answering the question about our relationship with the USA, not once have you mentioned DERCO or Minister of International Relations. And this is as a result of you having met Elon Musk during the UN General Assembly and knowing very well the views of Elon Musk about South Africa, racist, white supremacist views about South Africa, which led to you meeting him because you thought you were going to clarify those issues. Unrepentant racist became emboldened and then made more bad remarks about South Africa even after meeting you physically. You still saw a need to go outside the diplomatic channels and made a contact with an individual, not using diplomatic relations or mechanism within which we resolve diplomatic disputes as South Africa. Don't you think you individually have emboldened white people to undermine us, and you have single-handedly destroyed the diplomatic relations of South Africa with other countries, and you have destroyed and juniorized the Department of International Relations? Mr. President, and Elon Musk, and worse, Elon Musk, you organized a meeting with him or that telephone conversation through his immoral father, politically, economically, and otherwise. a man who has engaged in business in South Africa through illegal means, even when he has admitted to do so. Those are the type of characters you can't speak to. Imagine, Mr. President, had they said Donald Trump called the Guptas during that time. What were you going to say? You are going to say that Guptas are an independent state actor. You are not going to say that. You are going to feel undermined. And that's what exactly what you have done. What are you saying about established practices of resolving issues in a diplomatic way and diplomatic
Malema,
channels
you are now
in South
22
Africa?
seconds
Do you have
over
a
your
full
time.
confidence in the Minister of DERCO and the department itself?
Honourable
You
Malema.
speak about an ambassador in Washington
Malema, you are now
or
half
New
a
York.
second over your time.
That ambassador belongs to the Department of International Relations. Instead of talking about international relations, leadership, and the department, you talk about ambassador. But when you talk about
Honourable
DRC,
Malema, your
you talk
time
about
has now
Minister of
expired.
Defense is doing 1, 2, 3. You don't say ambassador in DRC is doing 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Honourable President.
I was waiting for you to give me the cue, Deputy Speaker, after that tirade. Now, Honorable Malema, ke kgopela ntho e le nngwe fela. O ska leka go lwantsha president le minister wa gagwe. Bjalo wena o nyaka go kena ka mogare. Taba ya go šoma ga ka le minister wa ka a e batle wena. Emela ka thoko. Emela ka thoko ka hobane wa bona ha re le di-meeting tsa rena tsa cabinet kapa difeng kapa ao yo wena o ba o se gona le gore re šomisana bjang ka hobane minister o re ha fetsa go etsa dilo tsa gagwe a bolela le batho o a mpotsa le nna ke fetsa go bolela le batho ke a mmotsa. So wena bjale o leka go kena hare ha rena nka se dumele ntho ewe le ganyane nka se dumele. So we work in a very interactive way. And as I said to you, there is just no way we can say we don't talk to certain people who are either non-state actors or state actors. The discipline that I have always followed, if you care to know, is to always keep my colleagues informed, and they always keep me informed. Be they ministers or deputy ministers, we always know when we do certain things that have to do with the Republic of South Africa. So ke fella gona mowe o ska re lwantsha ke a kgopela.
Deputy Speaker.